Coles Australia acknowledges the traditional owners and custodians of the land in which this stream is produced. We pay our respects to all First Nations people and acknowledge elders past and present.
Final session of Day 5 of the 2024 Australian Open right here at the Broadbeach Bowls Club. Picturesque conditions, not much sun, or not much cloud cover at all, not much shadow on the green. Val Febo, my name, joining you for this clash between Kerry Heelass of Cleveland in Queensland and Choon of Singapore. Very much looking forward to this, the final match of the day, 2 hours, 15 minutes. And the man who you're going to hear from for the next 2 hours and 15 minutes, if it goes for that long, myself and Michael Hollywood Sorensen, who's back. How are you, Hollywood?
Good afternoon, Val, and yes, great to be back again. Another picturesque, perfect day here on the Gold Coast, Broadbeach Bowls Club.
As good as it gets. The wind has sort of died down from what we had in the second session. There is the hooter. We can get things underway, and it's going to be Choon to get us off and running in this final match. She sits last in this group in Section 2. Kerry Heelass in first. Kerry's gone 2 from 2, plus 14, and Choon has gone 0 from 2, minus 15. So this section still well and truly up for grabs, because should Kerry drop this match, Debbie Dennis and Kerry Fittler, well, who knows, one of them could jump at the opportunity.
Only small losses by Choon, so it proves that it could be a really good match. And that's what we really want to see. A good match, good tight heads.
So Choon using XGs and Kerry, looked like I wrote Keely there. Kerry is using the red SRV. So yellow paddles for Choon, blue paddles for Kerry. Kerry from Cleveland in Queensland, not America.
Just up the road, really.
Never been.
It's a Bayside little village.
I feel like there's a lot of places in Queensland or near the Gold Coast named after American cities. You got Cleveland, there's Miami just down the road. So this one, they're just sort of tossing it down a line, seeing what the grass is going to do. So small chance it may get a bit slower, but this part of the rink and this part of the green is the last one that the sun will set on. If we were going in the north-south direction, be seeing the new decking area engulfing the green and the rink. This one just a little short, so sort of a lot of the bowls finishing to this right side of screen.
They've thrown ditch to ditch with their very first end. It's not an easy way to start a match.
No, not at all.
Lucky that the wind that we had in the previous matches died down considerably, so it should be a little bit more consistent.
It'll get down for 2. Still plenty of room, however. Both sides of the rink should be running pretty truly.
Some awesome uniforms over there in Singapore and Thailand and whatnot, aren't they? Certainly very colourful.
I'd love to go to Singapore. Never been, and I'd love to go for the F1. Great night.
Had a stopover on my way to the UK once.
The airport in itself apparently is quite mesmerising.
Unbelievable. It's a city in itself.
Yeah, it's so cool. So this one here from Kerry Heelass. Oh, I reckon Hollywood.
Holding 3.
She might just be.
Choon needs to get one in here somewhere.
So we've got the coach of the Bowls Australia national team, the Jackaroos, Gary Willis, standing behind us saying hello. This one needs to run. Won't.
Could be a free shot at 4.
Yeah, it's Alan Faulkner's birthday today, Hollywood. Happy birthday to you, Els, who joined us on day 1. This could be for a full count to start proceedings here. She just needs to get through and pull
stop.
up now. Stop. Doesn't stop. That'll be 3. Bloop. All right, 3-0 to start proceedings.
And Kerry thought that length was so good, she'd try it again.
Well, why not? So good start to the day for Kerry Heelass. She's gone 2 from 2. Her previous matchups had her defeating Debbie Dennis, 21-17. Just double checking the second round result, and she defeated in a battle of the Kerrys, spelled differently though, defeated Kerry Fittler of Armidale X Services in New South Wales, 21-11. 4-shot win and a 10-shot win. Choon, she fell to Kerry Fittler 21-12, then lost 21-15 to Debbie Dennis.
And Kerry's found the range straight away with the first one.
Yeah, these long lengths, and you kind of feel as though, did Choon make a little bit of a mistake going so long with the first end? Because now, if Kerry can continue to pepper the jack, it might make for a quick affair, who knows?
Especially coming off the front 3 greens where the wind is totally different. Out here on the back green, so more open to the elements.
Just
It'll take a little while to get used to.
Bit of news on Ellen Faulkner. It is her birthday today, and she's 2-0. So enjoying a fruitful day in the women's singles. This one is motoring along and in the ditch. All right, so
Kerry's got this on a good line again.
yeah, she's really found it, hasn't she? This one just needs to continue to run.
Normally the first person to find their line on this rink, whether it would be going east-west or north-south, seems to be the one that ends up in front at the end of the day.
So in section 38, Hollywood, we'll wait for this bowl to come down because she's not on a bad track here, Choon.
Just going to cross underneath, I think.
Yeah, very close. Cassandra Millerick, the defending champion, has fallen to Christine Buchanan of New Zealand, 21-13. That was in round 2. So what's the ladder looking like in section number 38? Well, Cass takes on, I believe, Susan Hutchinson in the final round. The winner will most likely go through depending on the margin, but the defending champion in a little bit of strife.
Not 100% sure why she changed hands. I could see there's a bit of danger over there, but I would be thinking that she wouldn't be trying to draw the shot, not trail the jack at this early stage of a game.
Our marker, Fleur Ballard, is looking after this match as Choon looking to come in. Apparently it's only 2.
It'll remain 2.
Yeah, I thought it might have been a 3rd, but then that wing bowl of Choon, I think, might have just affected the count there. So 5-0 looks to be the lead. But yeah, Fleur Ballard marked for us the other day, and he's come all the way from St John's Park in Sydney, who just took over a new BPL franchise. He said the club is so optimistic and so excited about BPL 20 in November, but he's played the events and thought while he was here, might as well volunteer some of his time and still keep around the Bowls Club, which is absolutely amazing. He's playing fours down at Robina tomorrow, or Friday, I think. That is a 2.
You can learn a lot by marking a game of singles. As I said, singles, you don't get a lot of games unless you're a very good player, so any opportunity you can get to go out there and mark and watch how other people play, it's almost good coaching on how to play singles yourself. You can see the shots that they've chosen, you can see and work out why they chose to play that hand and that weight and type of things. So that you're learning on the job as a marker. See how Kerry goes with her first bowl. She's been pretty dead on with the first bowl from the first couple of ends. And I don't know if she's quite sent it this time. So Choon gets an opportunity here. Which hasn't been afforded to her in the first 2 ends. She sent it out nicely. Just needs the weight to bring it back.
Well, it'll get there, I think. Yeah, that'll be 1.
It's not that far away. Kerry may have overplayed this one a little bit. As it just falls into the ditch. It's coming back nicely. Just a couple of feet past the head. At the moment, counting as well.
Really interesting start to this contest. Had a really quick match in our second round today as a stray dog comes into the Bowls Club. Hopefully it doesn't knock over our streaming equipment. And it trundles away.
Been called out by his master.
Yeah, you can see that on the 45 as well. Could have seen it just wander in. No leash either, so that could have been really interesting if it saw all the bowls and the jacks and went hammer and tong for them. Don't think I've ever seen it before. This one doesn't want to promote Kerry's. Still 1 to Choon.
I made the final of the state fours playing Kelvin Kirkhow, Mark Casey, Charlie Hayes, and another state bowler at the time. We were playing on an 18-second green at Manly Bowls Club, and a dog came screaming onto the green as I just delivered my bowl, and it was not good for me.
What did it do what did it do?
We were in a bit of trouble, and I fell way short, and we dropped the score, which allowed them back into the match, consequently they went away with it.
It's such a shame when something like that happens outside of your control.
It's a real dog of a result.
Good by you, Hollywood. Now this one from Choon. She's going to get on the board.
Looks
Is
good.
it going to be a second?
Looks very good. It could even be 3. Or maybe not. I think it's only maybe 2. Yep, 2. Choon gets onto the board.
All right, let's see what she does with the length. She went long in the first end, and it proved not to be too fruitful.
She's pulled the mat up a little bit. Jack's still rolling. I don't think it's going to make it quite to the full length. Oh, it is. Greens are running really
wow.
nice now.
So this is still This is a really interesting decision from Choon. Hopefully for her sake it does pay off.
Well, she played some nice bowls there, so there's every chance that she's getting the idea of the green now, and she may be favouring those long lengths, but this bowl hasn't convinced me that that's the case. It stayed up.
Good afternoon to everybody, wherever you're watching from, around the world. Rinkside Live, Day 5, Australian Open final session. Leighton Davies watching from Wales. He's saying good morning. Well, good morning to you. Got Alan Saxton watching in West Australia and Wanneroo. Peter Williams watching in Mexico. Great to have your company. Be fairly late at night in Mexico now. It'd be well past midnight. Peter, what time is it in Mexico? You ever been to Mexico, Hollywood?
Never been to Mexico. It's
not far from Hollywood, though.
It's a country that scares me a little bit. I don't know if I'd want to go to Mexico.
No, you would be the king of Acapulco, I reckon.
You reckon I'd like the nightlife?
Those Hawaiian shirts, they'd be popping. They would be popping.
Okay, is Kerry going to get back into... That'll be the shot.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if Choon can win this end. See how she goes.
She has corrected on her first bowl. See if she can correct on a second. Just got to fall inside this maroon bowl.
That will do, maybe.
Falls back, it's definitely shot.
Yes. It is anyway. Flo Ballard putting up those white paddles.
Kerry's on a good track here. Depends on the speed. Looks like it's motoring a bit. It is.
One left for both as that one ends up in the ditch. So is she starting to find her range here, Choon Gyuk-lo?
Well, she's corrected on each bowl. So on that formula, this one should be even closer. And it's looking to do just that. She's going to run through a little. You don't want to take your own out.
Oh, I think she's...
One in, one out.
Sat and stayed, yes, that's no harm done. But from where we sit, there's a catchment of yellow right around.
So Kerry certainly doesn't want to touch the jack, but she should just lob inside her own, and that should get her the shot. She's on a good track. She got the speed to get all the way to the jack. Looks good to there.
Close.
Oh, don't go past. It has. Wow. That green is certainly motoring in that direction. That looked like it was curving in quite nicely, and it just kept going.
Hollywood, holes made for bowls.
Holes are definitely made for bowls.
Got Armand watching from Toronto in Canada. It's just one more to Choon Gyuk-lo. 5-3 the score in favour of Kerry Heelass of Cleveland in Queensland.
Well, here we go. We are going to see a length change.
Don't mind this from Choon.
Well, she picked up a nice 2 going long in this direction last end. So
yeah, but I think the fact is that Kerry has been able to really hop onto these long lengths, and not the last 2 ends, but the first 2, she was right on the money, and more so than Choon. So I think she might just try something different, get some past, and then work it from there. A little bit of a loosener with her first, so an opportunity for Kerry to get on board.
One thing I have noticed about Choon is she's correcting with each of her bowls, which is obviously what the game's all about.
What are some of the drills that you like to do, Hollywood, in terms of correcting?
Well, you've got your classic 3-jack drill where you put one at the minimum length, one at 3/4 and one at ditch to ditch, and you just draw to each one of those, nominate which one you're going to play with first, and then go to the next, and then go to the next. I like to start my training runs with short length ends and increase by a couple of mat lengths at a time, and once I've nailed that length in, I'll move to a longer length. And at the end of the session, just roll some free jacks and roll to those at whatever length and whatever lands on the green. So it's just a matter of training yourself and getting that muscle memory to learn the difference between each length. But again, that also comes back to the speed of the green. It's a lot easier on a slower length green or a quicker, and then against a quick green, because there's not much of a difference between your deliveries. So it's just a matter of training your muscle memory.
So at the moment, one to Kerry. A nice little catchment of yellow behind that red bowl.
There's nothing really close as yet, though. So
the real estate is prime near the jack. It's like a beachfront property. Who wants it? It's vacated.
Might be like those midgies yesterday.
Oh, don't talk about the midgies.
Here we go. I think this one's closer. Still giving it plenty of air, and it'll come back right back to the line, and she's done this very well.
Not bad, but it'll be, I think that is one, yes.
Still a good 3 feet for Kerry to get inside.
This will be big for Kerry to try and get herself back on the board. She's definitely taken her weight off, I reckon.
Looks good, this
decent
running.
Track. Kerry Heelass.
Looking very good in running.
You could tell out of the hand. 6-3 in favour of the Queenslander. That's after 5 ends.
And back comes the mat.
Yeah, I think she'll be going straight back to the long lengths. She sensed that that's a strength for her. It's a wonderful kit that Choon is donning out there with the orange, and absolutely brilliant. Some of these clubs from overseas can really provide the goods.
So
Hollywood.
I got myself one from the Malaysian team, the pink version they had. It was fantastic.
Very nice.
Mind you, it had to be a 5XL for me to fit me because they're only small makes.
Of course, we just had the BPL Cup. That was on the screen. Now, get your regos in. You're playing Hollywood for Club Helensvale.
Yes, I'm going to be doing my qualifying there, or hopefully qualifying through Club Helensvale.
Looking forward to seeing you in action at Pine Rivers later on this year then.
That would be sensational.
Imagine you on the TV rink. Whew.
Yes, that would be an imagine, I think. Here we go. Kerry found a good line but fell short, and Choon is slowly making her way up to it. Falls short about the same distance. Still a bit of room, they're sneaking up on it. This looks to be travelling down a nice line. Has it got enough to finish closer? Just sneaking up on it, they are.
Good finish. Still room though. So 6-3. Very interesting contest, and not sure what to expect yet. Momentum has kind of swung and ebbed. Stays up. One shot.
No one's jumped on it just as yet, but this is travelling down on a nice line. I'm just not sure if this one's going to be the correct weight. It looks like it's still a little bit runny. It should be enough to rest back the shot, which it has.
It's not too bad.
No, it's well played.
And it's sitting on its bias and flops right over Kerry Heelass. Back in for shot.
Not sure if this is going to quite reach. It's trying. Oh, have a look at this. It's right on top of it.
Choon, Geok low. That is brilliant. And now Kerry just says, do you mind if I go up the green? They're both going to head up.
Yeah, well, Kerry can play up on a forehand and trail the kitty around just for the two, or maybe you want to play the backhand with a little bit of weight and turn the yellow bowl onto the jack and spring the jack back to her own. Either way, it's not going to be an easy shot. But she does have options.
So Kerry Heelass doesn't need to do too much more than her last. Even if she sits that ball away, Hollywood.
If she's a bowl tighter than the last one, that weight that she played, she just flops onto the yellow, and the yellow will flop onto the jack, pushing it back to her maroon bowl. Or she's going to play the forehand and try and trail the jack.
Trail it for two, maybe.
And it's not that far away. If it gets down, might be just a little quick. Choon makes her way back down to play her final bowl. She may want to turn over and play the safer side of the green on the backhand.
Maybe
Although she drew it on a forehand. No, she's confident enough to draw it again on a forehand.
Going to be holding one. Can she do it for a second and make it a one-shot game? Choon Geok low.
Certainly taken a safe line. Trying to make it back.
Just not enough. So one more to Singapore combatant. 6-4 in favour of Queensland's Kerry Heelass. Choon Geok low performing pretty well to come back. It was 5-0 after two. Looked like it could be a very quick affair, but she's making a right royal fist of it.
Decided to go a little bit longer after losing that end coming this way last end.
Kerry representing the Cleveland Seagulls. Yeah, so how far away is it from here, Hollywood?
Be about an hour to Cleveland from here. It's this side of the gateway in Brisbane, in the bay.
So what's the gateway?
That's the bridge that goes over the Brisbane River.
Okay.
That's our toll bridge, or it used to be it's still a toll bridge.
Yeah, they said that about the Balti as well, and that wouldn't be for long, and it's still a toll bridge.
Yes.
Melbourne.
Here's a lovely ball. It's going to sit past. Oh, nearly grabbed the jack. They have three lovely greens out there at Cleveland.
Very nice.
It's the king of RINKSIDE just strolls in.
I'm sitting down.
The X.
He is the X.
That's a lovely start. There we go. Nice correction.
Joe Franzi watching on. Broadbeach looks superb. We'll see you boys tomorrow. He's playing in the men's fours. Looking forward to catching up with you, Joe.
Yes, it is a picture here at Broadbeach. Kerry's getting down to this. Giving this a real chance.
She has.
Oh, just run past. Good bowl.
Really impressed with Choon and how she's been able to fight back in this contest. Really found her range. Peter Snyders looking after the grandson. He's having his nap, so I'm having a look at the bowls. Very nice.
Might force a change.
Yeah, has it blocked the run? So Kerry needing to win this to ensure progression. There's 9 next best qualifiers.
I think she can stay on that hand and slip up underneath the yellow bowl. She can still reach through her own, fall back in for shot, or just sneak underneath and sit the yellow bowl, but she's going to take the change. She's going to go to the forehand. If there's a doubt. How's the speed? It's looking a little light.
Joe said he's going to be hitting the merch tent hard. We just went for a stroll through there.
Yes, we did.
If I want to buy something, I'm always looking at it a few times before I want it, just to make sure I
Make
sure I know. This one just racing through a little bit.
Well, she had an opportunity to take that maroon bowl out for a nice score.
Dare say that might be where she was going. Just missing on the high side. So Kerry Heelass needs a shot here. She's lost 3 of the last 4 ends.
This isn't too far away if it holds up. Well, that last really does swoosh across that side of the green.
So one more. 6-5. Choon Geok low.
Tight tussle to start the match.
Yeah. Sure is, but
I think they're still feeling their way around the rink. Neither of them have really played a consistent 3 or 4 bowls in a row that would tell you that they found the line and found the weight. So,
well, this time yesterday, Hollywood, we had a corker of a match.
That was a ripper, wasn't it? You'd like to be able to mirror those every time you jumped on a stream, wouldn't you?
I know.
So Choon here's sticking with that longish 3/4 length end. She's really sent this bowl out. Wait for it to really hook home. It's going to hook home, but I think it might just go. Bloop.
Sound effects and everything. He can do it all, Michael Hollywood Sorensen.
That was more a splash than a bloop.
So, free real estate for Kerry Heelass.
I'm sure she would have taken a better opportunity of that. I'd like to have anyway. Choon has certainly changed the line on this one. It's, I think, a better line. And the speed looks pretty good too. There we go. Good correction. Still probably a good couple of feet past the head though. Pointed well again. Still free rolling. Come into rest for shot though.
Kerry just needs an end here to get herself back up and running. She'd be disappointed to have let a 5-0 lead slip to 6-5, but nonetheless, she's in front.
Choon's really wrestled it back though. She's played some really nice bowls, and there's another one. Very similar to the last end coming this way. She had that little front toucher, or near front toucher. And those first couple of ends where Kerry really got a good start. Her first bowl was pretty much right on it. She's not quite had that consistency with the first bowl in the last few ends, and Choon's taken full advantage of it. And it's just going to slip past, but again, very handy. Still one bowl to come. big opportunity for her to trail that jack around the corner for 3. Choon now has to try and score, but also play a defence bowl and get in back behind those 2 maroon bowls, or with those 2 maroon bowls.
This is a very high line, Hollywood.
Not going to quite do it. So Kerry with an opportunity here to make 3.
So 6-5 the score. Kerry with a chance to possibly make it 9-5. She's tossed it out on an okay line, but it has to get back, and I dare say it might not be doing so.
And 1 more each and they'll be even.
But they are even now.
Yeah, but if they get 1 more each, they'll still be even.
Oh. Straight over my head.
Go on.
So it's, what is that? 5 of the last 6 ends have gone the way of Choon. She's won 5 of the 8 that we've played. Oh my word, Val McKenzie. Hi Val in Hollywood, just found out where I can talk to you. We've missed you, Val. One of the biggest Aaron Tees fans that you will meet.
I heard she was the biggest.
I think yes.
Outside family.
Yeah. Oh, you know what, even then.
Yeah, probably.
Even then. Great to hear from you, Val McKenzie. One of our loyal listeners.
Choon gets first choice at this length again, and she's doing it the opposite to most of our singles players. Normally the first bowl gets right on top of it and it dictates the match. She seems to get a first one down, then works away with correction back to the jack. She gives the first bowl a chance, which allows her to make those corrections. Green's still running at a very good speed. This looks like a nice correction. I just overplayed it a little.
So, Robert Dransfield. Have to say, Michael, you are doing a great job commentating. Also you, Val.
Thanks, Oxy.
Feel like an afterthought there.
Certainly not that. Oh, here's a very loose bowl. Big rush of blood. Well, that certainly covers the tee. Kerry might have made a very, very good correction here. Just needs to miss that obstacle, and in she comes.
She has, yep. So this is a really big end for her because she hasn't surrendered the lead as of yet. She'll want to keep it. Obviously winning 2 matches. We knew it was going to be close by the shot difference between all 4 players. The maximum plus 14, which is what Kerry's on, and minus 15, which is Choon. But that's only a couple of minor losses, nothing too heavy at all.
This should be a free kick for Kerry. She's just got to avoid that front yellow bowl, and she's going to score again.
Underneath it, and that'll be the one, Michael Hollywood Sorensen. Maybe a little touch for good measure.
You see the sigh. She comes up. She's finally scored again.
And now, I dare say, we're going back to a long length. 8-6 is the score. She needed that. Certainly needed that. That mat is right back, as far back as mats can go.
Obviously a tactic that she's been using and using with great success, having won her first 2 games. Although I don't think she's going to throw the jack full length. She liked the fact that she could score on that shorter length end last end. As we put up our Rookie Rollers kit again.
Oh, yeah.
On sale, 25% off, plus a free wedge. That
How
works
much?
out to be $412.50 plus postage and handling. And for a price like that, go out and buy 2.
Or 3.
I don't know if we've got enough stock to sell
Or
3 to everyone, but
a whole damn bunch.
they're a great asset for your club. Great for school programs, for anybody starting off some juniors, and even for your barefoot bowlers, so that the whole family can get out on the green and have a bit of fun. So I truly think you should go in on the Bowls Australia website and buy yourselves a Rookie Rollers kit at 25% off, $412.50, and you get the free wedge as well.
How good.
Kerry looks like she's going to have a nice bowl here. Finishing in very well. Good shot.
So you can get the 4-bowl backpacks as well. They're also 25% off. Just with 2 blue, 2 orange bowls and a little jack. Carry that wherever you go. Great for at home. If you want to set it up in the living room, the hallway, outside, or even if you're in an apartment and you got a hallway outside, I might get one of those for myself. Have a little competition with the floor.
You have the whole lot of the units coming out trying to knock you off. You can have your own game of killer.
Exactly, and they won't come near me. I'll destroy them, surely.
Again, this one's sneaking in nicely. She made the right correction. Yes, she has. Should have sent this one out. It's going to have to take a lot of turning. Say Kerry's got 2 there. Drawing for a third as the marker puts 2 in the air. Kerry also taking a nice wide line here. Coming back well. It should be another one, I would imagine.
Good start for Kerry.
Choon really needing a good bowl here. Got herself back into the match. The last thing she wants to do is give away a soft 3 shots here. It's all on her speed. It's coming in nicely.
Has it done enough?
I think so. That'll be very, very close to shot.
I reckon it might still be 1 to Kerry.
I think so. Yep, 1 to Kerry.
So 1 more. She leads at 9-6 after 10 ends here. Does Kerry Heelass?
And she's left the mat up and still going to play a shortish length, but she's going to put the jack nearly on the tee, I would imagine. Yep. See if Kerry can get back to that routine of plonking one right on top of the first bowl. Certainly heading in the right direction, but may just slip past. Just over a metre past. This one of Choon's looks very good. Yeah, that's a shot back to Choon. Probably only about a foot to 18 inches short of the jack.
Jack, yeah, you're right. Right on the tee. Interesting to see she doesn't want this to go into the ditch, and that's where it's gone.
Choon doesn't have to do too much from her first bowl. Not sure if she's quite sent it this time. It's still coming. But no, it's going to finish a little short. Bit of mud in the eye for Kerry, but really only needs to fall just inside that with the right speed, and it'll draw the shot. Sometimes opponents use that bowl as their guide. She's going to try and come round it. Oh, this is a great effort. Oh, I dare say she might have got the shot back there. Yes, I think Kerry might have drawn that. Choon's on a good line as well. She just slips underneath that and is going to get the shot back. Here we go, a bit of to and froing, good shots.
First time we've seen that, that's for sure.
Shouldn't hold too much fear for Kerry. She can play a nice positive bowl here. She's certainly well pointed. Here we go. Has she got it? Oh, that was unlucky.
So close.
That was a fantastic effort. Choon looking to repeat her last bowl. Might have gone a little bit wide. She has. She'll be happy to keep the one. Brings it back to within 2 at 9-7.
Really, really close contest, isn't it, Hollywood? No one's really taken it by the scruff of the neck, apart from the start of the match where Kerry got a 3 and a 2 to go 5-0 up. But since then, it's mostly been Choon Geok low.
She's found some consistency. Really in it for the fight. And when you go into that third game of a section knowing that all you need to do is win, it again adds a bit more pressure to what you're trying to achieve. Sometimes you're more worried about the win than the actual game. This ball starts to hone in, but I think it's a little heavy. Green certainly doesn't seem to have lost any pace as yet. Mind you, it is only 3:15. Might be too much longer before it starts to go off just that little bit. That winter chill comes in as the sun starts to set here in Queensland. Let's drop that 4 feet, 5 foot short on a really good line. Choon's played a couple of really nice bowls going this way in the last couple of ends. She's falling short again this time. Her third bowl seems to be that scary one for Kerry. I mean, Choon normally makes that ultimate correction with the third bowl. Kerry with the opportunity to nail this before Choon gets on the mat.
Yeah, it's been one of those where there's been a lot of prime real estate, but it's just the jack sort of sitting out there begging to be hit, begging to be trailed. That one just dropping short for Kerry. So Choon with a real chance to go in, and she'll be so motivated to get that win. You know, it's not been the most fruitful day for her. A couple of close-ish losses.
Free road? No, she's knocked her up. That won't have helped the cause.
Not at all. Something to play to if she wants to knock her own up.
That last bowl is a very good guide. Kerry just needs to be around that with the right weight, and she will draw the shot.
Kerry Heelass, she's going to be around.
What a great track here. Look at this comeback. A lot of turn here on these greens.
Wow, look at that. It's flopped in too.
Good bowl.
That's one to Kerry Heelass, who is looking to get into double figures and be the first one there. She knows if she wins, she's in. She makes
through the post section.
The round of 128.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, Choon, Geok low.
I called this third bowl, didn't I?
You did.
She is a wizard with that third bowl.
She has lifted. This section is up for grabs.
Don't know if Kerry's got enough weight for this line.
Right next door. Just checking to see what the score is. Between Debbie Dennis and Kerry Fittler. Try and zoom in with my phone camera.
11-5.
It's 11-5 to somebody. It's 11-5 to Debbie Fittler. And now, on that current total, well, to Debbie Dennis, I should say, not Debbie Fittler. I've got them both completely mixed up. So Debbie Dennis leading 11-5. So she's second in this section at +2.
Is that dyslexic?
No. It's just getting myself mixed up. Hollywood. And so the section well and truly alive. If Choon Geok Lo comes through and wins this, there's a chance here. And she's taken the end again. So 9-8. And Hollywood, she's won of the 12 ends that we've played. She's won 7 of them. And she finds herself behind. It's stiff. But if you're Kerry, who's just put in a very nice one, if you're Kerry, you're saying, I've conceded more ends here, but I'm still in front. I'm going all right.
Kerry's got to just keep thinking positive, just keep drawing close, because if I get a couple close, Choon's likely to miss. She's only getting one out of her 4 bowls in the head most of the time. It's normally the third bowl. So Kerry's just got to keep thinking, get close. If I can nail 3 or 4 close to the jack, I'm going to pick up a score and do it that way. So
Debbie Dennis next door has just trailed the jack into the pit for, I reckon that's a 3, with Kerry Fittler behind waiting for one more. So I'll bring you a score update there.
They can't find a rink marker on that rink.
This might be, I think because we got 2 from the last match.
Here we go again. Choon.
Third bowl
specialist. My goodness.
She really is. We might start to call her the penultimate.
Might be a little easier than saying a real name.
I don't think so.
It's easy for you. Kerry's giving this a very good chance too. She's going to just slip underneath. Oh.
So Choon Geok Lo, this is a really big chance to pop in a second and really ask the question. She's not led at all today.
In my thoughts, I would have been swapping hands and trying to draw a counting bowl that's covering the old CC bowl. Covering counter. That's got to be close to nearly scoring.
That's in. That's 2. Fleur Ballard, our marker from St John's Park in Sydney, says yes, that'll do.
Kerry doesn't have to change too much on the last bowl. He can sit the bowl, trail the jack, sits the bowl for 1, trails the jack for 3.
This is a massive bowl. She sent it out on a high line, and that is motoring along. That ain't getting back. And for the first time in this match, Choon Geok Lo leads 10-9 for the Singapore star.
Kerry will be trying to hide that third bowl from her.
Getting a measure for a third here, maybe. She confirms 2. So 10-9 in favour of Choon. So next door, I'll bring you a score update. Still 11-5 in favour of Debbie Dennis. But at the moment, she could be closing in. So on a live table, Kerry Heelass still in front. 2 wins, a live score, 1 loss, plus 13. Debbie Dennis, 2 wins, 1 loss, plus 7. Plus 8. So 5 shots the difference between the pair. And I dare say, well, it'll be less than that because Debbie Dennis has won the previous end with the scoreboard not being updated as of yet.
I think if Kathy can get herself to 16, she should be safe, even with a loss.
Yep. There's a magic number there.
Not that she'll be thinking that way. She'll be thinking, I need to win this game. This bowl seems to be travelling nicely.
15.
Down it comes. Yeah, good start again here.
15's touch and go. 16 will be enough at the moment, depending on what happens in the other match.
She just slips past there with a second. But again, Kerry's just got to keep plonking them in there and hope that that third bowl goes astray. Well pointed again here.
Here we go.
Another good bowl here.
But you're forgetting something, Hollywood. Or has she trailed it towards? No, she's okay. It's time for the penultimate.
It is.
Third bowl specialist, Choon Geok Lo. Fires it down.
I think she survived it this time. This could be that end, saying that she misses with that third bowl. Kerry picks up a score.
Well, it's the only time she's been in front.
She's well pointed again here, Kerry.
And it'll turn, we know that.
Oh, that's still a good bowl.
Mighty effort. It's
sure
like a lemon in between oranges there.
Not sure if Choon's going to get back on this one, no. So here's the opportunity for Kerry to pick up a multiple.
Now, do you change hands almost and take a risk? Knock that bowl out.
Well, even on the draw, it would have been okay. So I would have definitely been thinking, but she's put down 3 really good bowls on this side. She's feeling good. She's She knows where to put it.
Now, weight might be okay here to get back. But did she send it out too far? Just so. It'd just be the one, I reckon, and we might be tied. So one more and they'll be even, Hollywood.
I'm thinking it's going to be close for 2. No, just the one.
Oh, it is 2.
No, it's 2. Thought so.
It is 2. So, the lead wrestled straight back. That is exactly what Kerry Heelass needed. 11-10 after 14.
We've got a jack length.
Oh, yeah. Umpire called. So let's see if we can get the measurement.
21 metres in Australia. And I can almost... I'll go out on a limb and say that's long enough. And the jack was correctly rolled.
Just. But it's okay. So now, they're both into double figures. The mental edge that was with Choon, back now somewhat with Kerry.
There's been signs there from Kerry in the last couple of ends that she's starting to get a little bit more consistent, putting that pressure on Choon. But to Choon's credit, that third bowl's been very, very telling. So Kerry puts another good start bowl.
So let's see what this score is next door between Kerry Fittler and Debbie Dennis, because that result is certainly becoming more and more of a factor. If Choon Geok wins, then Debbie Dennis is a real chance of getting herself into the knockout stages. Point from Port Broughton in South Australia, but Kerry Heelass is just starting to raise her level a little bit.
Choon putting in a good bowl here. That's a good bowl from Choon. Forcing Kerry to change her hand, maybe.
So next door, 17-5 in favour of Debbie Dennis. So on a live score, we've still got Kerry Heelass going through with 3 wins. It's got someone standing in front of the cameras.
He's got to wait for the lady to move. Oh, sat that through. That's probably going to make that 2. Mark is still saying only 1, but
so yeah, on a live score, Kerry Heelass still goes through. She's winning at the moment, so that'd have her at 3 and zip. But should she lose, all of a sudden...
Oh, what a ball.
That is a massive delivery in the context of
Oh, it
this.
still might be down.
Hollywood, how much of an effect would the wind be having?
Not a lot out there at the moment. It seems very still. But that clubhouse side of the rink seems to have a really big pull on it. It's really swooping in there. Now, Kerry played a really good bowl there and is still one down.
So 11-11, make a wish, Hollywood.
Oh, mate, most of my wishes have already come true.
That's nice.
I'm pretty happy with life.
That's good. Well, you're sitting here with me.
Couldn't be happier.
How good is life? Now...
It's better than the other option.
Well, you're not wrong. You're certainly not wrong. So, well, the good thing for Kerry is that after this, the match between Debbie Dennis and Kerry Fittler looks like it'll probably finish before this. So she might know, we'll definitely know what she has to do if she doesn't win and what score she might need to ensure
getting through.
That she goes through to the knockout rounds. At the moment, Debbie Dennis leads 17-5 over Kerry Fittler. That brings Debbie's total up to plus 14, which equals that of Kerry Heelass.
That was a big conversion.
Massive conversion. Kerry Heelass won't know, but that's a good result for her. The more shots that Kerry Fittler wins, the better for Kerry Heelass. So maybe it's all in the name. Will the Kerrys help each other?
Well, I know Kerry will have one eye on her game and one eye on the next as well. So
some don't like to look, but I think if you're looking at results, you might look over quickly and just say, all right, I really need to crank up a gear here. Kerry Fittler does make a conversion.
Choon slips around here.
Choon Geok low.
Choon has really now found a range. Last couple of ends.
She wants to be the party pooper.
The fly in the ointment. Kerry, you need to avoid hitting that bowl. And as I say that, she hits it in the middle.
Curse of the commentator. Choon Geok low has led after just one solitary end of the 15 that we've played.
She's got another good line here. She's found a line out on the side of the green.
She
now
has. That's coming back beautifully.
She realises if I'm around those bowls with the right speed, I'm going to be in the head. That's a very good looking 3 shots.
Do we get a change in hand here?
Yep.
Kerry Heelass onto the backhand.
It's looking tight to me.
Mm-hmm.
But if she can hold up for that back yellow bowl, it'll certainly help. And it has. That may even got shot.
It might
that
just
That is
have.
the shot.
Wow.
Might have got away with one there.
Yeah, I think she definitely misjudged her weight, but she will take it.
Choon's going to be looking for the shot bowl, I would imagine.
Might
She's got weight.
Because you make 3.
She's got weight. As it's getting closer.
The jack.
Oh, wow.
Jack in the ditch. And I tell you what, Hollywood, that's
shots.
4.
Oh, these are not fun shots, these to play. You've got ample room to draw the shot, but if you're that little bit overweight, you get nothing.
4 to Choon Geok low.
Showed no fear.
Has to draw to the ditch. if she can't make this.
Well, the line is sensational.
How's the weight, Kerry Heelass? This would be something special. It might stay on. Will it stay on? It's going. It wants to stop.
This is a very good bowl, no matter what happens.
I reckon that's enough. I think that is the shot of the match. If she's nailed it, which I think she has.
Oh, that's so close.
I think she's done it.
4 down. Crucial time of the match.
Let's see. Kerry Heelass.
Choon's claiming shot.
We might get a measure here. This is mightily, mightily close. I think, or maybe the jack. Yeah, I think this has got to go to Kerry here.
I'm going to go the other way. I think
Devil's advocate.
I think Choon's got it.
It goes to Kerry Heelass. Never doubt me, Hollywood.
Devil's advocate, mate. Like 50%.
Yeah,
chance. But that was a very, very good bowl. In the context of the match, that could have been catastrophic for Kerry.
But look at the replay there. Brilliantly done. From 4 down to be able to do that and still not give up the lead, Hollywood.
Big bowl. I mean, she could have been 15-12 down.
15-11.
15-11 down, sorry. And now is maintained her lead. Or wrestled the lead back. I think that last bowl might have taken a bit out of her.
Well, I think just the sheer relief that she might have had after that was something special.
Even second shot was going to be a good result, but to get the shot, absolutely brilliant.
Kerry Fittler next door. She's gained a couple of shots herself. So we'll wait until that score is updated.
Choon just slips past the jack. Oh, there's a good start on the other rink.
17-8 in favour of Debbie Dennis. She leads by 9. Her combined total plus 11 now.
As Kerry draws a nice shot. About a foot to 18 inches short of the jack. All on Choon's weight here. Looks a little narrow. Yes, just slips underneath the head.
So, Kerry Heelass, was that the spark, possibly?
Could very well be.
To make her storm home, who knows? Choon Geok has put forth an outstanding fight.
Here comes that third ball.
The penultimate, we've been calling it.
She may have put down a wrong bias. Oh, not the time.
Oh, no. And that just puts her under a lot more pressure.
Oh, excuse me.
It's a lift from one of the construction buildings across the road from Broadbeach, just making a little bit of noise.
Oh, here we go. Now, Choon is under real pressure.
This is...
Just to break the match right open.
This is today. Let's see if
she's on a great line.
Call it home, Hollywood.
Do you have the weight? No. It would have looked so good out of her hand.
Did it cut it down to 2?
I'm thinking not.
Let's see. If it's a 3, this could be disastrous for Choon Geok. 2 taken out. I reckon that's got to be 3 now.
Kerry's
Gonna
pretty
measure.
gone from the jack, the measure very quickly.
So now it's getting to the point for Kerry where we can see exactly what she needs. It's 3. All right, so she's got an opportunity now
Really in the box seat here.
to put her stamp on this, and even if she might not win, she might still put herself into the next round. We'll see a score update come soon.
But of course, she won't be thinking of losing. Now got a nice little break there, a mini break of 4 shots. Only needing to get to 21, so still needs the 6 shots. But with each one, she gets closer and closer to winning the section and being in the post sectionals.
But we might get a clearer understanding very shortly of what she may need, of the score she might need to get herself through.
Has she gone out just that fraction too wide? Or is it perfect? Look how much these bowls are swooping here at Broadbeach. That is really turning at right angles.
So it's at least a 10-shot lead to Debbie Dennis next door. Marker didn't indicate what the score was, so not too sure. Kerry Heelass looking to pop in another one here.
It's not a very good track. Made the correction on the speed. Gonna finish off.
Just maybe, maybe not.
There's still that agonising 2.5 feet away, which they know that they can play better.
This has been a real cat and mouse match. She's led almost for the entirety of it. 1 at the moment to Kerry.
Kerry just needs to sneak up just a fraction of weight to get onto the jack on these slick surfaces here at Broadbeach. It's in the good area. That's where they're coming from. Just gonna slip through again.
We hope you're enjoying this wherever you're watching around the world here. Rinkside Live, Val Febo and Michael Hollywood Sorensen joining you.
This is on a nice line also. Changing hands. Just travelling through a little as well, but might stop for shot.
Still 1 to Kerry. Final bowls coming in of this end 18.
Look how far these bowls are coming back. This is looking nice.
This is arcing back beautifully. How much weight? Will do.
That's got to be
If
the
first,
shot.
If the first one was shot, then this one has to be.
Pressure back on Choon.
Last bowl. Holding 2. Kerry Heelass. Very, very close, but this looks just tight. How will it pull up for Choon Geok Lo?
It's going to pull up. That's going to be the problem.
And that is going to hurt because she's now in the checkout zone. 17 to 11 in favour of Kerry Heelass. That might be the magic score. She leads by 6.
She extends that mini break.
Funnily enough, it's been so close, but this is the biggest lead of the match.
Yes.
Biggest was 5. That was only after 2 ends, so we've stayed right in between that for this whole matchup. And now we see Debbie Dennis. I think she might have dropped 1 or 2 this end on the rink next door. So we'll find out very shortly what the equation is for Kerry Heelass. She might already be through. Who knows?
I think if Kerry was to lose from here, she would require...
Well, we'll see what the score is.
Well, here's a good start from Choon.
So we're just trying to do some maths on the fly here. So we'll see what the score change is very shortly for Debbie Dennis and Kerry Fittler, which is next door.
Choon's got another good one coming down.
I have a feeling there's going to be another twist in this.
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, that's 2 very good bowls. Kerry's been over, then under. She needs to split the difference and play her 3rd bowl clanger. It's fairly well pointed.
Kerry Heelass needs this.
Giving this a real chance.
Coming.
Is it going to rip home right to the jack?
Coming.
Oh, that's interesting.
What's... Oh,
Kerry's,
she got it.
Kerry's pulled out her 3rd bowl.
She got it.
3rd bowl cracker.
Fleur Ballard puts up the blue paddle. And Kerry Heelass, that is sensational.
Under heaps of pressure. Choon having a little look.
Choon Geok low.
Is just low.
Just very nice by you. Just shaving.
Kerry asking the marker the position of Choon's bowls, determining what side of the green that she might have to play here. Even though trying to draw a shot, she may have to try and play a little defensive and change hands onto the forehand and try and rest in amongst those yellow bowls. Choon's coming up to have a quick look to see, survey what's going to happen. What type of shot she needs to play to try and wrestle the shots back.
Which you are entitled to do. So Debbie Dennis in a little bit of strife next door as well in this end.
The marker still hasn't put up the score from the last 2 ends, so we don't know what's going on.
No. And hasn't lifted a finger or anything, so we know absolutely nothing. Hopefully we find out soon. Of course, our marker's doing a wonderful job.
I'd say Kerry's holding 1, possibly 2 on this end. Kerry Debbie just slipped through, even though she got a bit of the jack. Back here we go. Choon's on the mat, and this is on a very good line.
Choon Geok low. She might just drop underneath.
Oh, she's just gone low again.
She liked it too. One more.
Debbie sneaking up on that 21 that she needs.
18-11 in favour of Kerry Heelass. She's 3 off winning this. She scored 3 twice.
That was a very big bowl, that third bowl of hers.
Yep.
A lovely conversion.
And I think Debbie Dennis has dropped a couple of ends in a row here. So it makes the equation even more interesting. Even should Kerry Heelass lose this, she might already be there. We'll get them to update the score hopefully now. I think they're walking towards the scoreboard. Well, they were, but not anymore.
Yeah, they're not going to put it up. We're going to have to ask the marker, I think. Well, I was going to ask the producer to ask the marker what the score was.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it hasn't been updated.
I think the marker's got quite engrossed in the match as well. Kerry's going to need this to finish off.
Look, it all is inconsequential if Kerry Heelass does win this, because that means she's through. And I reckon, I dare say, she'd be pretty close.
As Choon puts one up there, both pretty much the same distance away from the jack. If Kerry's added enough weight here, she's going to be on her way to the jack, but I don't know if she has. Pulling up in should be enough to be the shot.
This one's motoring along. 18-11, 3 off victory.
And holding 2 of those 3 at the moment.
It's just, it's happened so fast. We're at 11 all and then 4 ends on the bounce. Very similar to what we had in that middle session yesterday when it was really close. One team pulled it back and Carol Protopappas and Karen Morgan went bang, bang, bang.
Just blew them off the green.
Choon Geok low.
It's a very good track. For the way this green is turning, that should come back a long way if she's got the right weight. Oh, just falling that agonisingly a bit short again. Bowls going everywhere. Debbie really does need to get a closer bowl here.
Yep.
It's a lot of room there for Choon to get a shot. But if she gets a nice close one here, it's going to put the pressure on Choon. Now that she's holding match, which she is now.
She sure is. No, only 2. Fleur Ballard, or did he have 3 up?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I only saw 2. So Choon Geok low needs to get herself in here. She's on a wide line.
Flying.
This is motoring hard. So I think that bowl at maybe 2 o'clock from Choon Geok low, that might be third.
I think it's going to be insequential anyway.
Yeah.
Even if she does lose now, if she is on 20, that should be enough to get her through.
I think so. And this match between Debbie Dennis and Kerry Fittler is over. Debbie Dennis has won. But I just don't know what that was to. See if we can get a score confirmation. See what it was.
I don't think there's any chance.
We'll get the measure. This might be over anyway.
Yeah.
We'll see. Have a look, and
He's got a good eye. Marcus got a good eye. It's only the 2.
Never doubt Fleur Ballard. 2 to Kerry Heelass. And it is 20-11.
All but. But I think that will be more than enough.
Yeah, it's got to be, you'd think. I do think Debbie Dennis had a pretty comprehensive win next door, but even if she did win by 10 shots, which is what it could have been, 10 or 11 shots, 11 shots won't even be enough.
No. And coming back from 20-11, I'm not going to say it can't happen.
No, I think she's through.
Choon is certainly playing well enough to come back, but just when she needs it, Kerry seems to be pulling out that one bowl.
So I think Kerry Heelass is through.
Kerry's trying to make this one fair bowl. It's only the 18 inches away from the jack. As we know, Choon's not going to go away. She'll fight it out.
As she has done all day. Been very impressive as the other two watching on. The other two players, Kerry Fittler and Debbie Dennis, watch on. They're other combatants in this section. But I think Debbie Dennis might have just fallen short. Kerry Heelass, I think 20 might have been enough. Even if she does go on to lose.
Which I'm not going to bet against her.
No, I think she's proven to just have that extra couple of gears. And in the middle portion of this match, after 15 ends, she'd actually lost more of them. 9 of 15 had gone the way of...
And Choon has just made it even harder on herself now, knocking Kerry up closer to the jack.
So that actually won the same amount of ends, even when Kerry was up 17-11. That's how close the match has been, but a couple of threes here and there. And how's this? Kerry's only conceded 2 multiples.
This is a smart bowl, getting behind. Very good bowl there. She's got the required shots on the head. She doesn't need to be getting close.
Holding game. But Choon Geok, the penultimate we've been calling her. Her third bowls have been very nice.
She's going to have a lot of speed on this to hold that line. Green is turning so much, even with weight. It's a beautiful surface here at Broadbeach.
So are these the last 2 bowls? Now, the asterisk of this match so far, if it is over, N16, Choon Geok pulled out a marvellous shot with her final bowl, trailed the jack into the ditch, holding 4 for a 15-11 buffer. Kerry Heelass draws closer.
Calmly draws the shot.
Hasn't looked back since, hasn't lost an end since. Is this the last one of the match? Choon Geok, who's fought so hard.
She's going to leave that one a little high, and that is game, set, match.
That is over.
Section through to Kerry Heelass.
She does win.
Cleveland product through to the next round of post-sectional.
7 matches now separate her from an Australian Open title. She moves through after a really well-fought contest between herself and Choon Geok, who, well, had it almost on her fingertips when she trailed the jack into the ditch for 4. But A marvellous save from the Queensland product in Kerry. Heelass ends up giving her a nice little run of the final 6 ends of the contest to win Michael Hollywood Sorensen 21-11. How rewarding is that for her to get through to the knockout stages?
I think anyone that's entering the Australian Open, that their first goal is to get through that first day of play, and she's done that with 3 very nice wins. Struggled at times, but got through. Tomorrow's another day, and very good luck to her in the rest of her campaign. And what a great day of bowls again.
It's been sensational. Thank you very much for filling in. I know you weren't rostered on today, Hollywood, so you're a superstar, and look forward to seeing you next week. I think we've got you back.
Yes, we do.
Maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? We
Have a
can't
look.
keep you away. Who knows? But from myself, Val Febo, and Michael Hollywood Sorensen, a big thank you. A thank you to Lachlan Williams as well for all the work he's doing behind the scenes to keep these pictures going and make sure it's all running as smoothly as it does. And, of course, the AO is proudly supported by Experience Gold Coast and the Queensland Government through Tourism and Events Queensland. We can't thank them enough for their support. A big thank you to you for listening in today. From myself, Val Febo, and Michael Hollywood Sorensen. We'll see you soon. Have a great evening.
Aero, used by world champions Kelvin Kirko, Corey Wedlock, Aaron Tees and Aaron Sheriff. Swirl, Aero's new colourway, easy on the eye and in over 65 colours. Aero's enhanced grip allows you to go up 1 to 2 sizes, shaped to give maximum comfort and control. Made in Australia, machined with robotics for unparalleled accuracy. Aero provide the most accurate of bowls. Aero, same line every time.